Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be watching some I guess advice from the internet, just to see what people are saying about the tech market, about network engineering, cybersecurity, and just get my reaction to it. So let's kind of dive straight into this. So we got
What's up, y'all? It's your boy
you got this
Chris.
first video here.
I really just wanted to come on here and yap with y'all. One thing that I noticed a lot of people don't really talk about within the field of networking, network engineering, network administration, all that, is how observant you become to all the networks around you. I remember.
Yeah, so this is kind of crazy. So when you become a network engineer, you're gonna be more observant. And shout out, this is Techie Chris. If you guys don't know, shout out to him. He's a cool dude. He's also a fellow network engineer. He also has a YouTube channel, so feel free to subscribe to him. But when you become a network engineer, you start to look at like the back rooms, the server rooms, to see like what's there because when before you never really cared about that, but now you're like, oh, what's there? What's in that back server room? Oh, is that a data center? I wish I can go inside there. You're more observant of all that stuff. So he's definitely right.
Like when I first started getting into networking and I was taking the Network Plus, every time I walked into Walmart, every time I walked into like a store or a building, I would be looking around and seeing like how their network is set up. I would see cables, in the ceilings and stuff like that. Working in this field or studying to work in this field just makes you so observant of all the networks that are around us. Literally everything on the internet runs on a network, and you don't really realize it until you actually start studying for these certifications.
Yeah, the whole world runs on a network. It's crazy to say that. At some point, we're all connected, whether it's through you know satellite, whether it's through fiber optical cables, whether it's through obviously Wi-Fi, your home local area network. We're all in some way somewhat connected. So that's one of the cool things about networking is that you can actually see the behind the scenes and you're more observant. Like, wait, they have networking here. Like, let's see what's going on. So he's definitely right.
Today I was at a doctor's appointment and I'm talking to the receptionist and I look down and I see a Cisco phone. Just at first glance of looking at the phone, I was able to determine that was an 8861. It was just something that I noticed while just talking in that moment. At this point, my mind's already drawn to the network. I see that they have a Cisco environment. I look up and I see an access point. It's a Meraki MR45. I just find it cool how fast you're able to look at an environment and just understand what's going on with the equipment. Working in this field really just makes you so observant to your surroundings and the equipment that's around you. And I really.
Yeah, Techie Chris is absolutely right. There's equipment everywhere. You see access points, you see servers, you see Cisco IP phones. You may see like some Ethernet cable. They're everywhere. It doesn't matter whether you go to a hospital, hotel. It doesn't matter. It's really cool to see that. And shout out to Techie Chris. He's absolutely correct. You can become more observant. And then also you're like you know what these devices are. Like to the regular public, they have no idea when they see an access point. They don't even know what that is, right? They just think it's like some air conditioning thing or something crazy like that. So shout out to Techie Chris. He's absolutely right. And yeah, please give him a follow. He's awesome. So let's go ahead and go into the next video. All right, guys. So I got the next video here. So let's go ahead and watch this one.
Get into IT and you don't have any experience, you could start off by building a home lab. To build a home lab, you could go two routes. You could go the physical route. I went the physical route, or you could go the virtual route. The physical route involves getting a networking device, Cisco 2900, a router, a firewall, a Ubiquiti. A virtual route is basically going.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stop it there. So yeah, Victor is absolutely right. If you guys are looking to get into networking, you have two routes. You have the physical lab, or you can have the virtual lab. Went the virtual route. Victor, he went full on crazy. As you can see, his lab is looking pretty cool. But yeah, going the physical route is definitely another route as well. And I'll be honest, if you're gonna go the physical route, you're most likely more committed. You're most likely gonna actually pull through because you actually spent money on this devices and it takes up space as well. So yeah, it looks like he has it in his basement or garage. So shout out to you, Victor.
With a VMware or Proxmox. The reason why those are more virtual is because you could get like a hypervisor, get VMs, install it into the VMware or the Proxmox, and now you could host those devices. During an interview, you could present it to the hiring manager and say, this is how I built my lab. This is how I set up my static route. This is how I control traffic using my firewall rule. And these are the things that I implemented. That also gives you that experience, but it also shows that you actually know what you're doing.
He is 1,000,000% right. When you build a home lab by actually doing and not using theory, it's going to give you the experience you actually need to present yourself during the interview. And it's going to be so much more easier when you've done so many labs. It doesn't have to be a physical lab like Victor had it. It can just be some regular lab. If you do that, it's going to be extremely easy to explain what you've done in your background. Super easy, and you're just gonna kill the interview, right? So shout out to Victor. He's 1,000,000% right. Getting your own little home lab is is the way to go, in my opinion. Although just get a virtual lab if you don't have the money or the time, just but if or the space. Like I said, I didn't go the virtual lab route, but getting the physical lab is definitely the way to go. I know a lot of successful network engineers who did that route. So it's just all up to you. It's really just depends. So, yep. All right, guys. So I got another video here. So let's go ahead and watch this one.
A lot. How can I become a network engineer? What do I need to do to become a network engineer? The path that I took may or may not work for you, but this is what I did. So I started off with a 2-year college. While I was attending a 2-year college, I took something called Cisco Netacad. It is a course that kind of exposes you to everything Cisco. We're talking about routers, switching, IP addressing, subnetting. Why I did that for about a year, I wanted to learn everything and just get exposed to it while also labbing because I felt.
Yeah, so this is another Victor video. Shout out to you, Victor, if you're watching this. He's absolutely right. Cisco Netacad is quite great. And it's really more of like a packet tracer sort of lab simulation as well as just like learning. So Netacad is one of the best ways of learning, in my opinion. So shout out to you on that. He also said he went to college for 2 years. You don't need college anymore, in my opinion. If you want to get into network engineering, college degree is not worth your time and effort. You might as well get the technical skills through Cisco Netacad, right?
Like the lab was very essential because it taught me a lot. I got an internship through the program. I don't know if they're still doing that program, but the program was able to offer me an internship. While I was doing the internship, I was getting exposed to real life environment.
Yep. So that him doing the labs was able to give him an internship where he can see a real life environment. Because a real life environment is a little bit more different than a lab environment, although there are some similarities.
After the internship, I applied at a company as a service desk.
Mhm.
Within the service desk, I was actually learning about their networking. Then I decided that I wanted to kind of transition to network, look within the company and try to apply inside to a networking position. And from there, I was shadowing someone who's been doing it for a while. And just like that, I got promoted to now doing all the networking configuration. I did that for quite some time and I felt like networking is good and all, but I want to kind of learn more.
Yeah. So basically, everything Victor said was absolutely correct. The easiest way to get into a field is obviously he got him through the internship, and then he applied inside the company. Right, when you apply inside the company, your application actually goes to the top. To the top of the list, right? So everyone who else applies, they're all on the bottom list. You get the free ride to the top, right? And then you have a higher chance of you actually getting an interview, and your application is going to get personally reviewed by whoever's reviewing because you work within the company, and they like to hire within because it's easier to train someone who's already within the company, right? It's cheaper. So that's very smart of him for him to do that, and he actually got into a network engineering field just like that. So that's one way to doing it. Like I said, he didn't even go through a 4-year college degree program. He just went straight to Cisco Netacad, did the internship, got the experience. He also mentioned he did a home lab as well in the old video. So shout out to you, Victor. Congratulations on your career. And yeah, that's awesome. All right, guys. So I got another video here. Let's go and watch this one.
Certifications to get into cybersecurity. I don't know where people got this idea that you need to collect certifications like Pokemon cards to land a job in cybersecurity, but it's just not true. Literally 21 years old making 6 figures as a cybersecurity engineer, and I only have 2 certifications.
Yeah. What's his name? Azim. Shout out to you. You don't need certifications. You don't. Certifications are not worth it. I mean, they are worth it in some cases, but you don't need a certification to get into tech. A lot of people, they think they have to get 18 certifications. They have to get the CompTIA trifecta. They have to get the CISSP, the IC2, the CSSE, whatever. It's a waste of time. 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 Focus on the skills. Focus on interviewing. Focus on applying for positions. Because at the end of the day, I'm assuming you guys want to land a job, not to collect certifications to put all over your wall. I'm assuming that if you are trying to just get certifications just for fun, I mean, put them on your wall and look at them, then I would highly recommend getting certs. But if your goal is to land a job, then I don't recommend getting that many certifications. Not really worth it.
Certifications are the ones I recommend to people if they want to get into cyber, and it's the Network Plus and the Security Plus. Those two certifications are great for a broad overview of two very crucial parts of cybersecurity, security and networking. If you want to be a cybersecurity analyst, those two certifications alone are honestly completely fine. The only reason I think people should do extra certifications are if they want to specialize in a certain field of cybersecurity. For example, if you want to do cloud, take the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner. If you want to do pen testing, maybe take the Pen Test Plus. Even with specializing in a certain role, you're only adding about 2 extra certifications on top of the ones you already have. There's no need to have 8 certifications plus. In all honesty, I think having 8 certifications on your resume probably looks bad to an employer because there's
That is 1,000,000% right. If you have a lot of certification on your resume, it's like, why do you have all that time to get 18 certifications? Like, why? Like that seems off. Like, I want your results to speak for yourself. I want your experience to speak. I don't want you to talk about your 18 certifications. It's completely irrelevant. I've been in many interviews. They don't ask for certifications. They don't. That's a sad truth. As many people want to believe that certifications are the way, they're not worth it. So a shout out to Azim, Network Plus, Security Plus. I've never taken them, but this is more of for a cybersecurity role. If you guys want to get the network engineering, only the CCNA. That's it. Only CCNA. Don't get anything more. You're good to go. But don't assume you have to wait before you can actually get a job before you can get CCNA. Because I know many people who gotten CCNAs without actually getting a who didn't get CCNA but actually got a job. So he's completely right.
no way you have detailed knowledge of every single one of those domains. Again, a certification on its own doesn't really mean much if you don't know how to apply the knowledge, which is what employers really want to see. So please don't listen to these other influencers who will tell you to get your CISSP if you want to land an entry-level role in cyber. It's just not true. If you guys
He's absolutely right. He is 1,000,000% right. Employers want what can you do for them now, not what have you done with your 17 certifications. So please don't waste your time. It's not worth it. I used to think certifications were the move a minute ago until I realized when I do interviews, they don't even care. They don't even care to ask. So results speak, man. Results speak. So focus on getting the results, getting the skills that employers want, and then you can land a job. It's that simple. So shout out to you, Azim. You're 21. You're making 6 figures. Shout out to you. Keep up doing what you're doing. And you're absolutely right. So that's awesome. All right, guys. So that pretty much concludes the video. If you guys enjoy this format, I know this is a little bit of a different format of me reacting to videos. This has been quite fun for me to do. So if you guys like this video, please let me know in the comments if you guys want to see more like this. And also if you guys would like mentorship from me to show you exactly how to get into network engineering step by step, please click the link down below and I can show you exactly how. But with that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for your time. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to subscribe, click the subscribe button. And with that being said, everyone, thank you guys so much and peace.